This is day 78. A long time ago, or not so long ago, I heard somebody talk about emotional freedom. And they talked about it from the context of to not be emotionally triggered, to not have an emotional reaction internally based on what somebody was saying or doing or not saying or doing or anything outside of myself. I was immediately inspired and excited by that possibility. And from that point on, I have always held that within myself, this desire to master this and to experience emotional freedom. To get to a place that no matter what you did or said, it didn't affect me because I was affected by my internal world, and I was understanding that whatever someone was saying or doing was coming from their internal world. There was a wonderful mentor in my life, Reverend Rainbow Johnson, and she once said, "I might have pressed your button, but I didn't install it." So this is the idea that we're all walking around with file cabinets filled with pain bodies, as Eckhart Tolle would call them. And the outer world is often triggering those pain bodies. People, places, things, circumstances, headlines, you name it. We get triggered and we have an internal emotional reaction. And our ego mind tends to present that to us as if the person or thing outside of ourselves is the problem, is the cause. And we consequently blame, we get angry, we hold resentments, we have judgment, there's unforgiveness, there's discord in relationships, and on it goes. So over time, I've come to really put my attention on this fully, especially in the last couple of months, especially in the last couple of weeks, especially in the last couple of days, especially in the last couple of hours, as I come to fully realize what it is taking for me to really be the revealer of love in every situation. And so as a result, I've been observing. I've been spending some time deeply observing, and I've been calling this in my meditation, to be able to have the insight into a particular situation that I'm involved in and that I've been involved in. You know, we tend not to talk about family stuff, right? And I do so with complete respect for everybody in my family. But I think at some point, somebody's got to talk about this because we all want harmony. We all want to be loved. We want to be seen. I mean, I think that the universal family is all craving the same things. And yet there's that one person, and maybe it's you in the family, that seems to be called to be the healing agent, to be the one that is revealing love in every situation. And so what I've come to realize that really takes is, number one, truly not taking anything personal. And so part of my process of not taking things personally is to witness myself taking things personally. So the first process is to detach from identifying myself as being attacked and to just witness the self that feels attacked. Okay? That's a powerful shift right there. Once I'm able to have that opportunity and to really be in that place, I'm able to go back even further and be in the field of love, observing myself having a reaction. And then once I'm able to dissolve that, I'm able to see from the eyes of love the other individual's experience and to realize that whatever is coming out of someone's mouth, whatever their actions are, it's because of their internal experience. This is really big. And so if you're in a relationship, if you're in a friendship, if you've got a working relationship in your family, and you have this opportunity, that's the first thing also, is to see these as opportunities, not to take it personally. Great book to read is The Four Agreements. I remember when I first read that book, I threw it across the room. I was so pissed off at that book because it challenged everything I was told. Not take something personally. Are you kidding? I grew up being told that you should take everything personally. I grew up being told that everything was an affront. Everything was an attack. How dare you? I mean, it was a remarkable moment where the new met the old. And it has taken me time to investigate all of that and heal it and bring it to the light and choose another way. This also is a very meaty topic that, could be a part of a radio show, which is something that's starting to take form in my consciousness. I'm starting to understand exactly what this new opportunity is because there's so much to talk about here. So for today, I want, Matt Kahn is a wonderful guy. YouTube channel, Matt Kahn, Kahn. He could be a little challenging to listen to because he comes in from a high channel. The ego can make judgments about some things that he says or does. And I encourage you to just go to the YouTube channel and watch his video on forgiveness. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. The other thing is that if you're feeling called to be the one that reflects love, you got to take time for yourself. Absolutely. There's got to be some stillness. Like I said yesterday, either walking in nature or meditation, but there has to be some time when you unplug and get tuned in to the self within you that is the thing that will be the revealer of love. Like, I can't do this on my own. Like, what I come from is I'm like, look, I want to be the place where this love expresses itself. I want to be the channel through which this mighty and powerful energy that I call love has a place to emerge and come through. You know, that's my relationship to it. You know, I'm thinking about the man who went on a shooting spree at the UPS office. I'm thinking about the man who went on a shooting spree at the ballpark. I'm thinking about the man that stabbed people on the train and all the acts of violence that are going on that we don't know about. Inside each one of those people is the same divine expression that is inside you and me. And when we see it in ourselves, we eventually have the opportunity to see it in another. Perhaps that's something you'll consider today. This is day 78.